Hello? Hello? Hi, chat. Hello. Isn't that song good? I love that song so much. It's so yummy. It's just one of those covers that you're just like, damn, good for you. Hi, Ada. I'm thinking about removing my spine. Feel like it's only holding me back. I agree. You know how in, like, the second Harry Potter movie, Harry gets, like, hurt fucking flying on a broom, because of course he does, and the teacher's just like, here, I'll fix it, and then he vanishes his bones? I want that. I wouldn't go for the spine. I'd go for the cranium? Cranius? What's the cranium? Cranius. What is it called? The thing encapsulating the brain. Cranium? The cranium. I want the bones around my brain to be gone. I want my brain to free float. Oh, it slapped right? Hello. Help, my seat is non-existent. Alex, I don't think you should Google your seat. I think you should wait until you get the check-in, which would be 24 hours before your flight. Then you'll be able to see your seat. I think that's better. When did that happen, CC? Cranium? Oh, is it not cranium? Skull? Skull! That's what you know what it is? In Portuguese, it's crânio. So that's skull. Yeah, I'm thinking about a skull. Sorry. A cranium. I don't know. Listen, this is the point where I pull out the English isn't my first language card. Is that an L or is that an I? I can never tell. Lobanya. Question mark? Is that correct? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, yes. I know what my seat is. It's been given to me. Fair enough. I don't think you'll be able to find it on... Why are you looking on Google anyway? I'm sure you're not going to get there and your seat's not going to be there. Good? Oh, nice. Hey. I got a good. Skullisy. But anyway, hello chat. How are y'all? Y'all doing good. I hope y'all are doing very good. Welcome to the stream. Don't mind me just putting the iPad away. I was drawing. Oh god, please don't fall. Oh god, hold on chat. Okay, we're good. So, chat. Minecraft? Minecraft, anyone? I feel like I want to just ghost someone today. I don't feel like playing. I googled in general and it said window seat, which is good for photos but not great for leg. Oh yeah, you're kind of tall, aren't you, Alex? Fair enough. To be fair, is it a long flight? I'm gonna guess 5 hours. Confirm or deny? Like 2 hours? Ooh, overshot a bit. Okay, 2 hours. Yeah, that's fair enough. 2 hours, that's good though. That's not enough time for you to need the bathroom. If you don't drink much during the flight, you won't have to get up, so that's good. Getting up on a plane is very difficult. It's fine, TBH, it's not bad. The drive to London takes longer. It really does, doesn't it? Victualling, hello King! Welcome to the stream! How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're good. Let me... The video's coming, I promise. How's it going? How's it going? How's the video going? Hold on, I'm pulling my mic. If it does something weird, let me know. But yes. It takes you 30 minutes to leave the nether. Yeah. Another gift. Mwah. Ah! Fly, shit, burb, fly. Ah! Thank you, Babs! Are you in? Thank you, Babs! Whee! Yay, I get gifts. Yippee! Yippee! Do I have enough now? Oh, I do have enough now. But yay! The rocket dealer of the server strikes again. Okay. Wait, who is the nearest? I suppose it's yes. Becca, you're getting possessed. For no reason? I'm sure there was a reason, although it was probably just, shenanigans and shenanigans. Ow. Hold on. I think a spider may have bitten me. Oh no! A spider bit my dad recently, and it was so itchy for so long. Oh, you're in the castle. Hold on. I was like, where's Becca? My birthday is in 3 weeks. Oh, happy early birthday. Are you downstairs? Are you upstairs? We're downstairs. I might need a birthday song redo for last time. Oh my god, absolutely. Absolutely. Oop, meep up. Hey, you've been possessed. I die, become Spider-Man. Oh my god, yeah. Try to see if you stick to the wall. Just like jump onto the wall. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we're possessing Babs today because I want to yap. And I don't feel like moving. It was a big spider too, which is nice. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Well, I mean, I don't think there are many particularly poisonous spiders in England. I need to consume. You are like the void. You must consume. Make sure to not date any pretty blonde girls. True. Or redheads. I'm pretty sure they both die, don't they? I don't actually know. Weren't they redheads? Well, there's Gwen and there's, what's her name? Elizabeth. No, it's not Elizabeth. Brown hair, blonde hair, or redheads. Don't date any. They just don't date anyone. I think Andrew's a blonde. Yeah, no, they're two different characters, aren't they? And Gwen? Gwen and Gwen? No, wait, what? What are their names? There's two of them. Don't date anyone, Alex? Yeah, Alex, I'm sorry to say. You mustn't date anyone. And I hope there are no cops. That's a thing, right? That's a thing, right? Like, the police dies? I think that's a thing in Spider-Verse. Sure, whatever. Just don't date it. But yeah. How have y'all been? Hope y'all have been good. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. Oh my lord, I swear there are no police. Okay, great. We know the police here. They frequent. Are you the police? Moth would be one of those police people who, like, sees someone stealing toothpaste from the supermarket and goes, I didn't see him well enough, you know? I don't do drugs, they just show up at the apartment. I'm not the issue. No. But recently there have been a lot. They're so fucking small. Police or spiders? Girl, if someone was stealing, I wouldn't say shit. Exactly my point. What's going on in my town? Again, spiders or police? Get that bag, literally. Police? Oh, really? I've only ever seen police in London. And I've lived in several places in England. Oh no, I've seen them in Birmingham as well. Oh, once me and my dad saw police just fucking barreling it down the highway. Like, we were going 70, which was the speed limit. The police must have been going at least 120. They were going the opposite direction of us in, like, the other carriageway. But still, it was wild. Like, 40% of my neighborhood does weed, so... Dude, 90% of England does weed. I don't even think people really care who, like, if people do weed. Because everyone does. They just care if you're discreet about it. And trust me, people aren't. Have you ever walked through a park? You'll just get that little scent every once in a while and you go, oop, I wonder who it is. I've witnessed the deals because they do not care. And they do not, no. They don't give a shit. Drugs in this country is very much like a Gemma, did you get the stuff for the party? Ask Gerald. He'll have some. It's very that, you know? Right in front of my house, which has fucking cameras. The drug dealers frequent the road. They do. They do. Indeed. Indeed. But anyway, chat. So, the apartment. Did I tell you guys about the apartment I saw? No, because that was yesterday. Not this road. Not this road. The other road. The pavement. The pavement. Alright, okay. Yesterday, right? Chat, I'm gonna be very honest. Today I'm gonna be very scatterbrained, probably. Just very, very scatterbrained. I've had a good day, but I am anxious. I'm having a case of the anxieties. When are you not, honey? Well, sometimes it's less than others. We can admit that, right? Sometimes the scattering is less vigorous and random. Today, the scattering is vigorous and random. Also, I got snacks for you. Ooh, what snacks you got? You said send good luck, and we did. Yes. And it was very good because the landlord did accept our offer, but no celebrating yet. We only celebrate when you sign the contract and the payment has gone through. But it's good that he accepted the offer. But we're not out of the woods quite yet. But we saw this apartment. No longer moving up north. Which is part of why I'm anxious. It's good though. It's kind of good that we're not moving up north anymore. Because it means that I won't have to figure out where I'll live for uni. Which is very good. Because that was going to be a big problem that I frankly wasn't thinking about because it was stressing me out a lot. Yeah, very sad. That doesn't mean I won't be going up north more. The reason why we were moving up north is still intact. So I'll probably be going up north more often. When I say up north, I realize it's not actually north. I'm just trying to be vague so I don't dox myself. Will you still be abandoning us eventually? Huh? I'm abandoning you guys eventually? I'm doing that? How do you mean? Yeah, up north is me. Yeah, not quite up north. I'm just being vague on purpose. For stream, if all goes well with this apartment, no. If things fall through in any way, yes, most likely. But the landlord accepted our offer, which is very, very good. We're going strong. Keep sending the positive vibes. The vibes helped. Keep them coming. But yeah. Not celebrating quite yet. But yeah. What was I saying? Alright, not going up north anymore. Which is good in one way, not great in another. I've resorted to making the decisions in the household, I'll be very honest. I feel kind of... I'm gonna say quietly because my dad is in the house. I feel kind of bad for my dad because he's having to make all the decisions on his own. Even though they affect the whole family and not just him. And so, the poor guy is about as indecisive as I am. So I've just decided to decide things for him. And so that's why we're staying in the south. Because frankly, the only concrete thing in our life right now is that I will have university in September. That is genuinely the only concrete thing right now. Everything else is up in the fucking air. And so, I decided we're staying in the town we're in now. Which is good, because I like this town. Did you guys hear any of that? I go back to cadets in September. That's fun. Are you excited? I'm excited for uni. I'm excited for my classes. I'm quite scared of one of them specifically. I'm quite scared of two of them specifically. We did? Okay, good. But yeah. But now we're playing the waiting game, which is what's making me extra anxious. The waiting game is very nerve-wracking. Uni's scary. Oh yeah, Bebs, how do you feel? Move-in is like... How do you feel about move-in? Oh my god. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Utterly terrified. Understandable. Why? Yes, because I dodged the birthday. Ooh, yay. Nobody knows when my birthday is. At cadets. Fun. We know when your birthday is. Do you not like birthday celebrations? I know you vaguely don't like them. I know you don't like them when it's like a lot of people you don't really like. Duh, but you know. I don't like many things, Papa. That is very true. That is very true. Is this, like, I know you don't like, I cannot imagine you would love a family birthday party with, like, all your family. From what you've told me. That is an assumption, though I may be wrong. I used to have a Spanish teacher that if it was your birthday, they would give you a fucking giant sash rhythm ribbon thing and force the class to sing happy birthday in Spanish. That's me with stream. I don't like them. We have them anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I feel ya. As a kid, I would be like, Mom, I don't want a birthday party. And my mom is the most extroverted person ever in the world. Like, she thrives at parties. And so she'd be like, don't be silly. I'm giving you a birthday party. And then she'd have a birthday party anyway. And I would hide under the table. But yeah. I don't like people knowing my birthday. That's fair. I didn't get them, and I like that I didn't get them. Fair. Fair, fair. Yeah, I feel like birthday parties in school, most terrifying thing in the world. Like, I'm sorry. No. No thank you, I'd rather fucking die. But yeah. Because a lot of my friends were, no offense, idiot as fuck. Yeah, no, I feel like no matter who you are, your friends in like high school, middle school, fucking idiots. And then you're also, I'm not calling you an idiot, Alex, but like I certainly was. They asked like, does anyone have any birthdays before we leave? And I was silent. Does anyone have any birthdays? Nope. Emphasis on the p. No birthdays. No one do anything. Wow, that's. Nope. But yeah. What was I going to say? This is what I mean. My brain is gone today. My brain is not here. Oh right. Okay, so we saw the apartment yesterday. Absolutely lovely apartment. It's really nice. It's a bit bigger than the place we're in now, but it's not ground floor. It's a flat. It's really nice. The kitchen's cute. The bathroom has colorful tiles, which I'm really excited for. And the rooms, is it about the size of my room now? I'd say it's a bit bigger than my room now, but I'm not entirely sure. Color in England? I know, right? And tiles! It's so rare to see tiles in the bathroom, which is stupid. Because it makes the most sense. And it's beautiful. The bathroom is gorgeous. I get back in age older and they just have to trust. Yeah. They're like, you get to the end of the year and they're like, did you have a birthday? And you're like, no. It's she can write cards for whoever. What were they aiming for? Anyone does anyone have a birthday? Catch them! I've avoided them knowing my birthday for years. Fair. Good on you. Moth, I ask you this in the most genuineness ever. Please say yes or no. Would you dislike it if we threw you a birthday party? Not a party, a celebration. Not necessarily a grand one. but like, would you hate it if we acknowledged your birthday? I am asking you this and I require a response. When's your birthday? Don't worry about it. I just sort of started existing. No, you wouldn't hate it. Okay, thank you. You require one? I do require one. Yes, I do. It's either give me the answer or face the consequences of me not knowing the answer. But yes, thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. But yeah. I get shot if I don't answer. Yeah, exactly. That is yeah. Yes. Through the monitor. Twitch, that was a joke, please. You know what I like to do on my birthday? I like to go to the library. So on my last birthday, mind you, turning 22, last birthday, right? I went to the British Library, and now I have a British library card. Have you ever gone to a really cool... No, don't nerd me. Fuck you. You were playing League of Legends today. You don't get to nerd me. Have you ever been to a really cool library? They're really cool. I do fuck all on my birthday. Fair. On my birthday, I feel like I just exist, I guess. I feel like, okay, I don't really like parties on my birthday, like anything like that. But I like taking advantage of the fact that my family has to do whatever I want for my birthday. We have this kind of rule in my family, like, whoever's birthday it is, they get to choose what we do. And everyone else has to go with it. Like, no one has a say, right? So if I want to go to a restaurant that no one else likes, everyone has to go and be happy about it. right? And that's true for all of our birthdays. So it's not just like a one-person thing. It's not just one-sided. And so I like taking advantage of that and getting my dad to drive me places. Like, we went to the British Library, and then we had a really nice dinner after. Not nice as in, like, expensive. Nice as in, I wanted to eat Japanese food. And so we did. I prefer a camcorder or a dictionary. A dictionary. Which one? Ooh, I want a Polaroid camera. Ooh, Polaroids are fun. I feel like family used to have one, but it broken. For fair. The English one? Like the Oxford Dictionary? I can't read much. No, fair, but like, I suppose that is a silly question. Which dictionary? It's not like there are 50 billion ones, are there? I think the only dictionary I can think of is the Oxford Dictionary. I know there are others, but I don't know them. I can get you a dictionary. And a camcorder. That's the only one that's real? Yeah, it is, isn't it? All the other ones, they're fictional. They're not valid. Invalids. CC, are you proud I downloaded a book? I am! What book did you download? I feel like family used to have one, but it broken. Okay. Which I plan to read. That's very good. Love planning to read books. Skateboard or dictionary, either one could be given to me in 4 weeks. Indeed. And you'll never know which one it is. Yeah, you'll never know. You have to find out eventually in 4 weeks. I'm Omniscient Readers. It's Omniscient Readers Viewpoint. Oh, that's fun. It's a light novel. Fun. Do you know the genre? Terrifying? Yes, I generally am. In like a really weird way. I'm terrifying like the villain in a show, but like not the big villain, like the pathetic villain that they defeat in the first episode. That's how I'm scary. Do you know what I mean? Like some people are scary, like what's a villain? I don't fucking know. Anyway, even if it has like 200 chapters, wait, it might be 2,000. 2,000 chapters. I feel like the Bible has less chapters than that. Does the Bible have chapters? I don't actually know. Oh, it's 551 chapters or pages? I don't think 551 chapters is not a light novel, I will say. It must be pages. Because that's... I do not know. Okay. Let me know when you find out. But I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Yes, it's pages. Yeah, there we go. 500. That's a lot of chapters. Hunger? Get some food. Touch me, baby. CC, can I steal any lapis cornflower you have? Yes, you may. They should be in my house, which is now organized. Yay! Thank you, Becca. It is cooking. Ooh, nice. I'll be like less than 60 seconds. Okay. Okay. Gonna get my food. Ooh, I hope food is good. What was I saying? Oh, right. Apartment. Really nice apartment. Tiles. It has a balcony, which is really nice. I'm describing this place like it's like this massive. It's a really decent apartment. It's a little old. The floorboards creak, but I don't care because it's wood floors. And I really like wood floors. I'm not very fond of carpets. I always find them hard to clean. I'm so prepared for grandmother cooking. Oh my god. How high are you? How high up are you? My floors creak, so what? I mean, I don't mind that the floors creak. But it is something that my dad noticed. You know? How high are we? Like above sea level? I don't know. If you mean drugs, sadly sober. I wish the carpet of my home would be banished. Yeah, I prefer to buy rugs. Not like floor level? Oh, it's the 3rd floor. Papa, can I have weed? No. The bluntness of that question. Papa, can I have weed? No, you may not. I don't know how to get weed. I'm gonna be so fucking honest with you right now. No clue how to acquire such thing. Also, couldn't pay for it. Also, it's illegal. Let's be real, that's not the real reason, but whatever. How high is the entire apartment? 3rd floor. The whole apartment is the 3rd floor. My lamps have weed barcodes. You sent me a little weed stamp thing. It's very cute. It's still with my stuff. I'm gonna put all my stuff up on my walls when we move. I took the stuff that was on my walls off the walls today, and guess what? The paint peeled, and I'm very upset about it. Yeah, Alex, can I have weed? You can't just ask Alex. No, Alex can't have weed either. You don't get a yes on this. Stop this is Twitch, Moth. Stop asking. You're gonna get a warning. Can I have weed? No, Road. Is it legal in your country? If it's legal in your country. I don't know. I don't like the smell. It does sort of smell like sweat, doesn't it? See, Road gets me. Road is not in this country. And Road is older than you. It's horrible smell. It is. It's like the smell of like a sweaty subway. It's not great, is it? You can put it in food. Road would get me drugs. I don't think Road would get drugs, period. I'm so sorry to break this to you. Road is a little sunflower. Because he's my friend. He is also... Okay. I was about to go. Road, how many drug dealers do you know? You don't know shit? Okay. Sure. Go to Amsterdam, then ask me again. You can't frowny face at this. It's not even me telling you no, it's the literal law. Fly to California. Maybe not now. California's not doing great now. Amsterdam. Road trip to Amsterdam. We'll figure it out there. Yo, not California. Honestly, if I asked my high school classmates, I could find a way. Don't say that. No, back me up here, Road, please. I'm trying to be responsible. I return. Becca, help me out. Moth wants weed. Do they have weed there? Yeah, it's legal. They have weed cafes there. It's like a popular thing to do. Although I'm pretty sure you can't if you're a minor. I shouldn't be doxing people. Who knows? Who knows? What Moth want? Drugs. It's legal. It's legal in a lot of places. It's legal in Portugal, I think. It's legal in quite a few European countries. Bad Moth, no. See? Told you. Becca's on my side. This house is a fucking nightmare. Spray water? No, stop it. Spray water. Like an angel bird, he looks like me. Moth, just focus on. You know what? Never mind. I would try it for the experience. In a legal place, at a legal time. Please and thank you. It's not illegal everywhere. And at all ages. Okay, hold on, chat. Give me a second. Legally, I would try it for the experience. Thank you. Yeah, I think weed is, like, there are studies being done now. Don't quote me on this. I like read an article 5 years ago, but there are studies being done that say that weed is like less harmful, both in like how you act on it and how it affects your health. It's less harmful than alcohol, which I feel like I'd believe. I don't quote me on that, and I'm not entirely sure on how valid it is, but I feel like that makes sense. It is kind of just a plant, isn't it? Saying. It is what it is. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. But at the same time, so is tobacco. But tobacco is a known carcinogen, and look at that. But I feel like that's different. So I feel like, okay, so I'm talking about just weed, not necessarily the fact that you smoke it, because you can put weed in food as well, right? Tobacco is a known carcinogen. I don't believe weed is. Smoking it isn't good for your lungs because it's not good to have any smoke in your lungs, right? But I feel like a lot of things are better than cigarettes, including alcohol. Like, nicotine is highly addictive. So is alcohol, or whatever. I don't know. If I can smoke it, I want to try it. Okay. I don't think that's a good... I feel like, okay, so my cannabis smoke contains carcinogens, so don't. Yeah, it does. But you can put weed in food. So that's an option. I don't know. Let me have my era. Moth is in his teenage dirtbag era. No, I don't think trying every single drug for the experience is worth it at all. Some drugs are just too addictive. Like, it's not worth it. I'll let you eat a leaf. Just like a normal leaf. I need this for my character development. Remember, kids, if you're gonna try anything that alters your mental state, do so in a controlled, comfortable environment. Because remember, there is always the option of a bad trip. Whee! Have you ever heard of a bad trip? Terrifying. The content, you see the content? No, you're not doing drugs for the content. Don't do drugs, kid. I am a professional. You're not a professional. Just don't do drugs, kid. Kids. Why did I not pluralize that? No drugs. Yeah, I've had a bad trip before. I tripped on a... No, like, singular child. Yeah, you specifically. No, but literally bad trips. Not fun, apparently. I had a friend from middle school, right? I wasn't very good friends with this person, but I knew them. They did weed for the first time, right? In high school. In, like, a party. And I guess they were kind of anxious to be there, right? Like, it wasn't the most comfortable environment for them. Like, it was a party at someone's house, and they didn't know this person very well, blah, 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 blah. Everyone was being nice, but, like, you know, they weren't, like, super comfortable. They had a bad trip. They had to call his mom. And luckily, his mom wasn't, like, super upset. She was more just worried about him. But, like, essentially, he said that his vision was gone. Like, he couldn't see. Which is terrifying. Like, I'm sorry. What? He couldn't see? He didn't permanently go blind or anything, but he was just like, I had to sleep it off. I wonder what my parents would think. My parents would think I was, like, sacrificing a goat to the devil, and I'm pretty sure that they would put me in rehab. Even though, like, it would be, like, if I went to somewhere that was legal, and I did a little bit, my parents would be like, oh my god, we're sending you to a mental hospital. My parents live in a bubble. My parents would help me. In a good way. Vibes. That's good. My sister would help. My sister's understanding. My parents are a bit nuts. But yeah. Honestly, that's a good tip for trying anything that, like, alters your mental state. You want to get really, really drunk for the first time? Make sure you're with your favorite friends. Make sure you're with your favorite friends and in a place that you can leave if you feel like it. I feel like the absolute worst place to get, like, shit-faced drunk and for the first time is, like, a party or a club. Because you're kind of stuck there. And if you start feeling like shit, or if you start feeling, like, nauseous, you're still fucking stuck there. If I get really drunk, I'll just be with you and Becca and Beanie. Honestly. I mean, can't say what I want to say without doxing you, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah. The resident people who can drink. Yay! No, don't say it, didn't say it. I know you wanted to. What did you think I wanted to say? The first time I got drunk was at a party and I DM'd you. Was that the first time? Because I remember that. Got shit-faced drunk for the first time with my sister, so I was good. Yeah, exactly. Like, the first time I got drunk, I was with my sister. Where was I? It was definitely off cider. You know what? I don't think I've properly been very, very drunk ever. Like, blackout drunk. Hasn't happened yet. The first time I'd say I was drunk, I think I remember because I remember specifically you said it was at a party. Or at least heavily tipsy. Second time was the pub crawl. Oh, I recall the pub crawl. What are we saying? I'll text you. Nothing, I think my apprentice predictions are paying off. I'll text you. I was going to say... Hold on. was going to say that. Yeah, I am involved. You are. But yeah. Click, clack. Click, clack, 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 clack. Click, bloop, 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 blah. I don't know the words to that song, but whatever. Yay, friendship! Never been blackout, but I have vomited a few times. That's the thing that, like, I do not want to experience. I have a vomit phobia. It's never going to happen. I feel like also I'm pretty good at telling when I'm drunk. I feel like I'm not one of those people that gets, like, drunk and, like, I trip. Do you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to the point where I'm standing up and I'm, like, dizzy, that's when I stop drinking. Moth reads my mind. Was it what I thought of? Maybe. That's good enough. I'll take it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been really, really drunk. That's also a good thing about, like, the first time you get drunk, being with friends, is, like, if you actually need help, they'll be able to tell and help. Because, like, the thing you don't want is to be alone somewhere, having to throw up with no one there to, like, help you up or help you, like, out of that situation. It would just be hell. I've just had lots of practice OG learning my tolerance. Good. Slay. I'm just prepared for uni. Hell yeah. Prepared for uni. Yeah. I've been in uni for a year. I haven't gone to anything like this. No one in my class drinks. It's actually kind of sad. Half of them vape. Like, I go to school with some of, like, the most, like... I don't know what word I'm looking for, but whatever. I've been tripping a lot recently on stairs. Nice, yeah. That's great, it is. It's funny, though. A teacher once offered to buy us a pint. And everyone said no, and I felt too shy to say yes, but I was just like, guys, it's free alcohol, come on. Alcohol is expensive. He wouldn't drink the pint with us, he would just pay, to be clear. Not a creepy teacher, he's very nice. The school does have a bar, though. Like, there's a school bar. Apparently it's not very good. What kind of uni students are they? Literally! Again, I must remind you, I go to a very religious university. Like, there are priests there, although they're not judgy. Not at all. Like, they're not going around preaching, ironically. But yeah. Funnily enough, I feel like most people I've met in my university, despite being pretty religious, they're very like, ooh, a witch, oh no. They're very like, do whatever you want with your life. No one has the right to judge you, you know? Which is great, but then also it does mean when a teacher offers to buy you alcohol, they say no. Which, like, good for them, but like, please. But yeah. I believe in you, Bebs. Oh, I forgot to mention at Pride, there was a Jesus dude and someone just dancing in front of him with the trans flag. Yay! There's always Jesus people at Pride. They think they're doing something. Whatever. Owie. Boom, 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 boom. For some reason, I misread that saying that at Pride event there was Jesus. Jesus was at Pride. Jesus was like, don't listen to the misinterpreters. I vibe. Jesus was there as well. Let me be What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about drugs. Alright, remember kids. Don't do drugs, kids. But remember, always know what you're doing. Never take drugs from someone if you can't prove what it is. Oh, here you go. This is weed. Those are leaves. I need proof. Proof. Do drugs if you're a professional. Do drugs if you're a professional. Yes. Apartment or had that finished? No, hadn't finished the apartment, but not what I was gonna say. But thank you, Alex. Right. So 3rd floor apartment. So prepared for uni peer pressure? Honestly? I was gonna say I haven't had any, but then again, literally zero desire to smoke or do drugs. Don't worry, I feel like a lot of people nowadays aren't really doing that as much, or like there isn't like a lot of pressure. I will say though, if someone is pressuring you into doing that, red flag. Get away from them. Very far away from them. like physically and mentally, go somewhere else. Like, do not. You know? Oh yeah, cause like, I will. Good. I don't submit to peer pressure. Good. I'm like invulnerable to it. Good. Good. Or invincible. I think invulnerable is the word you're looking for. Invincible is something else. It means you don't lose. But yeah. So apartment good. Yeah, 3rd floor. Hold on. I'm too dumb for peer pressure. I feel like, and I mean this in a good way, this is like genuinely a good thing. I feel like you're too stubborn for peer pressure. If you don't want to do something, there is very little someone can say to get you to do it, which is very good. I had a practice when one of my sister's friends tried to convince me to do a suicide shot. Oh, okay. To be clear, a suicide shot, that's drinks, right? The guy didn't know what it was in his defense. God, I don't think I could ever do one of those. They sound disgusting. I feel like a conducer driving a train on ice. Sorry, Alex. Don't worry, I'll get there eventually. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. What is it? What's what? Oh, a suicide shot is essentially... Oh, Babs, correct me if I'm wrong. I probably will be. It's a shot... Tequila shot, yeah. But you squirt the lemon in your eye and... Yeah. And snort the salt, yep. It's really fucking stupid. It is very much something a drunk person would come up with. You do that after several shots already. I'm doing my best to keep this train straight. Don't worry, it's already curved. It started going backwards at some point. It's fine. Jesus fuck, right? Or there's also another thing I will never do, if I can help it, is one of those like when you get to the age where you can drink, right? I'm pretty sure this is an American thing, so like 21. You get a necklace with a shot glass tied to it, and you put it around your neck, and people come up to you all night, like at a party, and they put whatever drink they have into the shot glass, and you have to drink it. And sometimes they like mix alcohols or like beverages, and apparently it's fucking disgusting. I know the guy was like, why not? And I was like, I am not stupid. After he did it, and he was just like, yep, you're right. Fair. Glad he realized his errors. People at Pride had those. Yeah, awful. Terrible. I don't understand why anyone would willingly do that. Cause like, that sounds gross. I feel like I don't even drink, like, if I have squash in a cup, I would not, and like I drink all the squash, but there's like a little squash at the bottom, I would not put milk in that same glass and then drink it. You know what I mean? That's gonna be squashy milk. I don't want that. So I don't know why you'd have a glass and just fill it with all different types of liquor. That's gonna be so gross. Becca, candles or lanterns? Ooh, I'm trying to find out who invented it, and it's telling me how to make one. But yeah, what other poor decisions do humans make? I think that's all I got for now. We should play drinking games on holiday. Don't have to actually drink alcohol. I will say, for holiday, I think if everyone's drinking, bad idea to maybe not a great idea. I think I'll be the sober, responsible adult for the holiday. Yeah, I'm involved. No! You are not involved. Drinking game, but you drink fucking milk. Drinking game, except it's hot sauce. That would be awful. I think we'd die. Alcohol-free exists. Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. Alcohol-free Koppabergs. 10 out of 10. It will be practice for me to remember the rules. Hell yeah. I know some really fun ones. Listen, I had a K-pop phase. I only know Korean ones. Because they play them in variety shows. It's embarrassing, but whatever. I'm having an alcohol-free beer. Oh! How nice! I'm sorry. That didn't sound very genuine. I don't like beer. But nice. I had a cider yesterday. Oh yeah, I drunk texted everyone, didn't I? Oh fuck, I forgot I did that. I wrote a fan fiction for Beanie. I refuse to read it. Oh, nice. Sorry, I really don't like beer. I knew you were drunk. Didn't I tell you? You asked, and I was just like, yep. Did I not tell you? Did I tell someone else? I drank one cider, and it was the world's strongest cider. No? Oh, it must have been Becca. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was drunk. Yeah, I love you and appreciate you. You would tell me if you hate me, right? What cider? It was one I got at Aldi. It was like this brand I had never seen. But it said West Country traditional old recipe cider, and I was just like, okay, I want to try it. It's cider. It was normal cider. It tasted like normal fucking cider. But it was like 10%, which is kind of wild. I was gonna drink 2 ciders. Drank one, had enough to have another one for today, I guess. I was just trying not to bury myself in a field. Sorry. Did you dig a hole or something? Sorry, Moth. I was like, I appreciate you too, Cece. Anyway, help me with this Aldo. I feel like I've done, drunk or sober, I've done that too many times for anyone to be like, oh my god, yay! The only one that responded with like a I appreciate you too message was Road. Which was very nice. Cece, would you drink a non-alcoholic flavored beer? Absolutely not. The only reason I would drink a beer is for the alcohol. I would not drink it without alcohol. That shit is bread liquid. It's so bad. Mid Sephirin, I get yap to me, so I did for 2 hours. It was a very good yap. I read all of it. I was very focused. I was writing sap and the motherfucking gave me you milk a fire. I did. I put I appreciate you too. You did. And then you asked if I was drunk. You did. Thank you, Bebs. I yapped about mental health and depression in characters. Yes. Because I'm autistic and have issues? Hell yeah. Slave. I don't think I was having a mental crisis yesterday, but my thought process yesterday spiraled from like bad to good. It's honestly very funny. So the thought process started, right? I was like, God, do my friends hate me? Do my friends hate me? Do they wish I wasn't there all the time? Am I annoying? And then I was just like, I should ask them. I should ask them if I'm annoying. And then I was just like, oh, but they would never call me. And then the thought process went, but they've never called me annoying. Oh, my friends are so nice. They don't call me annoying, even though I clearly am. Oh, and then that's when the I appreciate you text came up. You can see the logic there. But I was like typing up a text in the holiday group chat. I was just like, guys, do you not want me there? And then I thought, God, that's so shit. Imagine they did all this and they didn't want me there. They're so nice. Anytime I've thought that, I just wait till I don't think that. Yeah, that's what I normally do. None of the characters actually having these issues. No, they do. You proved a point with Daniel. I believed it. But yeah, the logic was there. It was like skating on an ice rink with apples strapped to your feet. It was fun. Daniel has issues in my mind. Daniel has issues everywhere. Daniel has issues, period. He just does. You're just lucky I didn't go through with leverage characters in Bucky. Ah! Should have gone for Bucky. I would have joined in. I actually know Bucky. That makes it sound like I know him personally. I know about Bucky. I know Bucky. Yeah, we met one time in like war. I don't know. Yes, I know Bucky. We talk all the time. I love overanalyzing characters. Me too. You know which character I love overanalyzing? Bella from Twilight. Listen, her character, if Twilight was written by anyone else, Bella's character actually makes a lot of sense. If you think about it. You have to think a lot about it. But if you think about it, a lot. her character makes sense. Yes, I know Bucky. I gave him refuge while he was on the run. I don't fucking know. When he was running from the Avengers, I let him stay in the bathroom, hiding from Tony Stark. Give me one of my favorite characters and don't convince me they're mentally unwell. I can do that. You should become a therapist. Projection protection. Oh god, no. Fair enough. I would cause issues. Would you? How do you mean? You would cause issues? Someone comes up to you, says, hey, I think I'm depressed. You go, Have you ever considered starting a long-term drinking habit? I heard it helps. Elko. Fair. Apartment 3rd floor. Yes, so it's the 3rd floor. It's in the same town we already live in, which is good, which means that the move won't be too horrendous. And which means I don't have to learn the layout of a new town, which frankly is my least favorite part. Every time we move somewhere, it takes about 6 months to figure out where everything is and where all the good hiding spots are. And then we move! So this time, hopefully that does not happen. Fingers crossed. But yeah, waiting mode. Waiting mode. I don't like it. But... Hi, Turtle! I like alleyways. No alleyways where I live. That's the thing. I live next to a very big forest that you can walk through. Like, you can walk through the forest. But it's very much inhabited by lots of animals. Sorry I'm late. I was at the gym. Ooh, I hope it went well. Welcome. We're yapping. I'm possessing Becca. I also was gonna go further in depth during the SG1 part and just start telling you about every character. Nah, Daniel's more important. But yeah, same town, which is very good. Much farther away from the train station, which is a little inconvenient, but that's okay. I can remember how to ride a bicycle. Jesus, fuck. I don't know if you guys heard the front door slam. Must have been the wind. They are my scrunklies and I have issues. Got coffee like 5 minutes ago, already drank it. Jesus. It was an enjoyable workout. Hey, I'm glad. My town has, like, not that many, but I walk through most of them on my daily commute, which is nice. That's nice. I wouldn't call, my town has footpaths. I wouldn't call them alleyways. My town is very small. There is one high street, and then there isn't even a big Tesco anywhere near here. Like, not in the town, anywhere around the town. Like, there is nothing for a very long while. But there's a train station that goes directly into London, so that's very good. I mean, my town has a lot of footpaths, but I don't count them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we don't have alleyways, we have footpaths. Not like go between houses, but like, you know, I have a small Tesco. I also have a small Tesco. It is wildly expensive. Very, very expensive. We don't like going there. Woo! I got a lace. I got lots of little shortcuts to get to places. There. I mean, I do too. Now that I've lived here for a year, I know all the little shortcuts. If I didn't grow up here, I'd be so lost. Becca, I cannot explain to you how that is literally my entire life. Get somewhere. Lost. 6 months later, less lost. Move. Literally, when I went to Brazil, right? Ali can drive. And Ali grew up, so Ali doesn't live in São Paulo, where I grew up. Ali lives in Bahia, which is a different state across the country. And she grew up there, and we met when she was living in a year in São Paulo. And then she moved back to where she grew up. I was there for a couple days. Baki. Bahia. The H is silent in Portuguese. Bahia. But yeah, she drives everywhere. And I was in her car and I was just like, it's so impressive that you don't need a GPS. And she went, why the fuck would I need a GPS? And I was just like, do you just know where things are? I'm saying back, oh, but Slay, so sorry, Road. Welcome back. And she was just like, why the fuck would I need a GPS? And I was just like, do you just know where things are? And she's like, yeah, bitch. I've been here my whole life. Imagine if I didn't. And I was just like, oh, I just don't know where anything is, ever. Bus routes? No. Not happening. Don't know what they are. You know why? Because you can't memorize bus routes if you're moving every 6 months. Oh wait, wrong chat. Yeah, try not knowing the language too, bitch. Bitch! I've lived in China! I've experienced that! What the fuck do you mean? My town is expanding a lot and I don't like it. Oh no! I mean, economy boom, yay, but I like my shitty small town. That's fair. I like shitty small towns as well. Hi, Tortle. Guys, I'm gonna send you 4 pictures and I need your opinion, which is better for wallpaper. Okay, hold on. I think I know where co-op is. Very good. Very good. Very useful to know. I know where the local co-op is here, but they rejected me for a job, so I don't like them. I was talking to Becca or Beanie. I think it's Becca. Beanie's working. Currently not here. But I can't remember who said it was a bit ago. Fair. It was Bebs. Bebs said, if I didn't grow up here, I'd be so lost. Yeah. No, but that's fair. I like the window one. Wait, what? I think, Bebs, I think you said, if I didn't grow up here, I'd be so lost. And then Alex said, imagine not knowing the language. That's it. That's what happened, right? Oh, let me see the pictures. Turtle said. Ah. Yes. Ah. Ooh. Oh. I think the last 2 turtle. I like them the best. Okay, yeah, that would not be ideal, yeah. Once, okay, so, fun story. When my family was living in Shanghai, my sister can speak Chinese, my dad can speak Chinese, me and my mother cannot, okay? That's important for this story. My sister was trying to fix my social anxiety, which at the time was rampant, could not go outside alone, and she decided the best way to do this was through forced exposure therapy. Cece, can I steal all the shitty armor you have sitting in a chest? Yes, you may. Well, not all. Yes, you may. Just some. Right? And so one day we're at a Miniso, right? And we're like, I'm buying a pen or fucking something, I don't know. And my sister's buying something as well. And we're next in line for the cashier, right? My sister shoves the money into my hand and goes, I'll wait outside. I don't speak this language. And to be fair, a lot of people in Shanghai do speak English. A lot don't, which makes sense, because it's China. I really, as a foreigner, should learn to speak Chinese, which at the time I was actually trying, but hadn't succeeded yet in that moment. And so I come up to the till, and I'm like, I just put the stuff there, the lady scans it, and she says something in Chinese. And I look at her and I go, I'm sorry, I don't speak Chinese, I'm so sorry. And I'm like panicked, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I don't understand. And then she says it again, and I'm like, And then thank God for this angel. Behind me on the till, a lady goes, sorry ma'am, she's telling you that the pen is a 2-for-1 deal. So you can get another pen and pay the same price. And so I went, oh my God, thank you so much. Grabbed the first pen I fucking saw, put it down, and then the lady said something else, and then the lady behind me translated again. She was just like, it's this much, and I was just like, oh, here you go. And then I walked out, and I was just like, thank you so much, and she was so nice. She smiled. She was just like, it's okay, don't worry about it. And then I got back to my sister, and I believe I didn't speak to her for the rest of the day. So that was fun. Okay, I'm fucking sappy all of a sudden. Fair enough. I'd whip out the good old Google Translate. I didn't have my phone on me. I don't remember why. I think it was because I had a really shitty phone at the time that was like breaking. Well, do I know what it is? Yay! Wherever that lady is, good on her. Hope she's well. I hope she is well. That's the thing, like, people are like so helpful, and that's very nice. But yeah, my sister did that multiple times. And I love my sister. She's very kind, and she would never do this to me nowadays. But I was not very fond of that at the time. Not very fond of it even now, I'll be honest. Definitely kind of the reason I don't like ordering. I'm going to kill myself. Don't do that. Why? It was such a bad idea. I accidentally put Curse of Binding on! Oh no! Do you want me to kill you? That's very unfortunate. What item of armor is it? I hold. But yeah, what are some fun other stories? I'll do it. Okay. Oh yeah, when we first got to England, right? I didn't quite understand the accent. I didn't quite understand the accent fully. I cannot tell you how many times I went, sorry? What? What? What the fuck's a till? What's a bin? What are you talking about? What's a chippy? You know, it was very confusing. Slowly make it break. Ooh, yeah. Who does, honestly? Honestly, I'm pretty good with understanding the accents now. I only know accent in the area around me. To be fair, you're in the area people normally struggle with accents, so. I was in the Midlands, and some people had very strong accents. Well, pure goes my 59 levels. No! Oh god, what'll happen to me? No! The thing hasn't perished! The thing is still there. What else? What other terrible? Oh, I think I've already told this story, but I don't think Alex has heard it. So, fun fact about me, I was homeschooled because I had very bad social anxiety. But before I was homeschooled, when we got to England, my mom tried to put me in a normal school, like a local, public school. And I really didn't want to go, right? Essentially what I did was I refused to go. I would refuse to walk, right? And so my mom was just like, okay, let's go meet with the headmaster. Let's just go talk to him. She dragged me out of the house, literally pulling my arm out of the house, right? And so we go to this school. Apparently it's a very good school. And we go to the school, and she's just like, we have an appointment with the headmaster, blah, blah, blah. And we sit in his room, and this little shit, right? Surprisingly, who would have guessed I don't speak with people that are not in the north? Who would have guessed? And this dude, I'm asking him what I assume, again, as a foreigner, what I interpret as basic questions. I'm so in Brazil, right, for example, people don't move for their classes. There are set classes, classrooms, and the students stay in one classroom, and the teachers move around every period because you don't have electives in Brazil. Or at least not in my time. Now they do have electives. But the students don't move around. You don't change classrooms. The teachers move around. And so I know that in American schools, the students move around, right? But I didn't know what happened in English schools. So I asked the guy, I was like, do the students move around or do the teachers move around? He did not understand. I explained further, and he went, the students go from classroom to classroom, as is normal. And was so kind of scrunching his eyebrows at me, you know when people say it it's obvious, the students move around, as is the norm. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh, the norm, is it? And then I had blue hair at the time. I'll be honest, it was probably very green. It's like that in primary, but not secondary, yeah. In Brazil, after 2020, there was a bill passed that there were going to be electives, but when I was there, you don't get electives. Everyone has the same classes. Oh, it's the same for Greece too? Yeah. It's the same for a couple of countries, I think. I don't think I could have done school. I would have gotten my ego way faster. Yeah. The school system here in the UK leaves a lot to be desired, I won't lie. So sorry, but I have yet to hear a positive account of the secondary school system of this country. I'm stubborn and dislike being wrong, so I would have been terrible. I think you would have been, and I need you to understand, I was a very different person before the age of 18. I think you would have been very similar to me, and I will tell you why. Fucking hell, stupid ass school. Exactly my point. And so, talking to this principal, I had colorful hair. I was like, will I have to dye my hair? Cece, do you want to come check my progress? Sure. I was like, will I have to dye my hair a natural color? And he was like, yes, you would. It would be school policy. And I went, what if I don't? What are you gonna do? I don't think I said, what are you gonna do? But I definitely said something to that effect of like, oh, damn. Damn, we got glass. Where are you? Stand still. There we go. I would have gotten into fights because I did that anyway. I don't think I ever got into a physical fight. I definitely did throw words around. But yeah, I looked at the principal. I was just like, what are you gonna do? I can't see you. Girl, I'm possessing you. Oh, you a ghost? Yes. You have been possessed. The castle looks great. It looks 10 out of 10. Oh, little baby guest. So sorry for the death of your child. Baby guest. But yeah, and then the teacher was just like, well, you would get sent home and letters would be sent to your mother until you dyed your hair. And I was just like, what if I just don't? Like, I don't want to be here anyway. Like, what happens? And he just sort of like sighed and looked at my mother, and my mom like slapped me in the thigh. Was just like, be nice. In Portuguese, just like, respeito, which is like respect. Right? And I was just like, bitch, I don't respect this guy. So sorry. I don't know him, and he's been rude so far, so like, no. Yeah. So that was nice. Not very welcoming, I'd say. I was worse as a kid. If you ignored the social anxiety and fear, I was an ass. No, I was too. I'm not saying that to say that we are the same. Okay, there you go. It's hard being a kid. No one treats you like you're your own person, kind of. And like, to a certain point, you kind of... It's that allows you to be sort of carefree as a kid, but also it's that makes you so, like, it's that what makes you want to just tell everyone to fuck off the most, you know? I wouldn't recommend my second read to my worst enemy. Yeah, like, the things I hear about school here are just genuinely, like, they rival Brazilian public schools, and Brazil has one of the worst public school systems in the world. And I don't believe that's an exaggeration. In terms of, like, exam results, Brazil's doing okay. But not in anything else. I like it a lot. As a kid, still do. I don't like leader roles that much. As a kid, I think I just followed instructions and it was chill. And I still do, so oh well, I don't like leader roles. I don't like having to do things that don't make sense to me, and I don't like having to do things if someone cannot explain to me why I have to do that thing. I was wrong and in denial. Fair. I would, and it's gotten worse since I left. Really, you literally cannot go to the toilet during break unless you have a pass. That's awful. That I don't understand. You want me to piss myself? I genuinely, if I didn't have social anxiety, I was 100% the type of kid to just pee on a show, like, during class to make a point. But, luckily, the social anxiety saved me from that. But, like, I didn't like doing things that were not explainable to me. But the teachers won't let you during lesson, the fuck? That's so fucking stupid. I don't get that. Also, skirts in the winter? I don't care if you have tights. That's fucking stupid. You're making me wear a skirt? Okay, nonce. Like, fuck off. I will never understand. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. I think the most I did as a kid was fully encourage the other kids to do something, then lie about encouraging them. Oh no, Mom, that's terrible. That's awful. Well, I was just the one doing things. And they've closed off the library to people with passes and only on certain days. What the fuck's the point of that? Why have a library if it's closed off? That library was my safe space. No one went to the library in my school, in my middle school anyway. So that's where I would stay. The library is the only way I survived year 7. I swear, I like genuinely. This I believe is true by meeting some adults in this country as well. The way the English raise kids is like the way, in my perception, is the way the Fae raise kids in Cruel Prince. I hope that all makes sense to at least Becca. I wish we had libraries. My middle school had a very small library, but it existed, so I'm not complaining. Lying was my solution. Oh no. Oh, poor other kid. Otherwise I'd have to be outside being felted by balls kicked at me. Awful. Absolutely terrible. My school didn't care what you wore as long as it was a school uniform, so if they wanted, the boys could have worn skirts. Can you explain to somebody who has not read the book? So essentially, in The Cruel Prince, the Fae, right? They're not human, right? They live forever unless they're killed, whatever. The way they raise their kids is very coldly, right? So if a kid is doing something, like they're hanging off a tree upside down because they think it's funny, instead of the parent like going and telling the kid, don't do that, you're gonna get hurt, they'll just let the kid fall on their head and learn for themselves, right? Which, I suppose it's effective, not very kind. I feel like, how do I explain this? Let me think. That's honestly fair, but it's not, because like a toddler wouldn't know better. You don't have to get hurt to learn things. During COVID, we had to line up outside the fire exit, and the boys would literally pelt footballs at the wall we were standing against. That's fucking stupid. We complained multiple times, and they did jack shit about it. I kind of disagree. I think teenagers is one thing, toddlers is another. So what I'm saying is, like, if a toddler is doing that, instead of the parent going and helping, they would just let them fall on their face. Toddlers are fucking stupid. If you've ever worked with kids, they will kill themselves. And I'm not exaggerating. They will kill themselves if you let them. Because they don't understand how the world works. Because they haven't lived life yet. You can't leave them alone. Right? Teenagers is different. Teenagers choose to be stupid. But that is besides my point. Right? I feel like that's alright to an extent. Okay, fair. Yeah, like if you're choosing to be an idiot and you know better, yeah, face the consequences. But I mean like a 4-year-old, right? That's the example I'm giving. That's how the Fae would raise their kids. That's kind of how I feel about English people, right? Like, you go to a supermarket and a kid is acting up. A toddler wouldn't fucking know. No, like, they figured out how to climb a tree. Yeah, look at me, mommy. Bam. Plat. Broken neck. Right? Like, if you, like, you go to a supermarket and you see a kid acting up, the mother will be like, if you keep doing this, I'm going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed. Stop this right now. And they're not doing anything. The kid's just having a tantrum, sitting on the floor, crying, again, like a 4-year-old, right? And the mom is just saying, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. Girl, that kid does not care. I'm so sorry to tell you. It's the generation of gentle parenting, but I don't even think it is gentle parenting. I think it's just like, the English, I think and I mean this as no offense, but it's not my preferred thing to do, because I was not raised like that. Maybe, it's just stupidity. But I think, here's the thing, I feel like gentle parenting is like taking the child and being like, oh, it's smiling! And being like, trying to understand why they're crying, right? Even if it is just out of dumbassery. But like, that's the thing that I think is missing. I think English people don't often like actively do something in a scenario like that, right? Like my mom would have pulled me close, like held my hand pretty tight. Maybe don't hold the kid's hand too tight, like don't hurt the kid. But she would have been like, everyone, oh. Maybe this is why I had social anxiety as a kid. I was about to say something and realized what I was about to say. Beanie! Hello, Beanie! I was raised good, I think. I hope so. You're a very chill person, so it sounds like it. Is permissive parenting? Yeah, I feel like parenting in the UK, more than in Brazil, is permissive parenting. But my mom would be like, you look a fool right now. You look, and you're acting like a fool, and the people around you are looking down at you. Stop acting like that. Maybe that explains my social anxiety. But it would genuinely, like, stop me from, like, throwing a stupid tantrum. Again, 4. Right? Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't either. But it was doing something, right? I don't know why, but I find that funny, like, a fully grown adult talking to their kid. I will say, though, my mother never, like, she never did anything, like, she never physically hurt me. And when she would say this, she would, like, get down to my level and say it, like, speaking tone to my face. Like, she wouldn't scream at me, she wouldn't do anything like that. She would just, like, very matter of fact tell me, like, if you keep acting like this, I am taking you and we're going home. I don't care if we don't get any groceries for the week. Your dad will pick them up when he comes to work. We are going home, right? I mean, you are a child. It's normal to throw tantrums. It's expected. I agree to an extent. I feel like letting a child throw a tantrum in a way that inconveniences people around them, there's only so much understanding you can have before you start to, it's the goat. The goat hit you. Goodbye, goat, I guess. There's only so much understanding you can have before you have to tell the child that they are doing, like, you have to give the child some discipline, right? I was just thinking, like, stop acting like a bitch. I feel like some kids don't, also, like, they don't need this, right? Like, my sister, don't fly away. My sister was always, like, the easy kid. She never needed to be, like, harshly spoken to. I was the problem. I was the problem. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel like, especially in schools, maybe not with parents, but with teachers, it's always, like, they'll talk to you like you're doing something completely unreasonable, but that is the basis of being a teenager, is you're unreasonable, because that's just how teenagers are. Like, takes one to know one, trust me. And then they'll, like, not give you a reason as to why they want you to stop. Like, that's what I don't get. Side note, I'm still at work. Oh no! OMG, yes, I remember that, but hold on, let me read. Side note, I was in the line at Primark, and this mother was telling her kid, no, I'm not buying you false eyelashes. You were literally 12. I was like, preach, yes. Yeah, that's true. Like, that mom is such an icon. Such an icon. Because, like, I don't know. Kids don't need a lot. Kids don't need a lot. Kids don't need makeup. And also, it's fucking expensive. Why would you need fake ones that the real ones fall off? To make them bigger. So you can cause tornadoes when you blink. I also feel like giving your kid too much when they're still young, like, takes away their creativity. This is just a hunch I have. This is backed by nothing, frankly, if I'm being completely honest. But, like, if you tell a kid, like, don't leave a kid needing things, right? Like, if a kid needs new clothes, get them new clothes. But I feel like if you get them every single toy they want, and every single thing they want, and the makeup, and the drawing things, and the blah, 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 you kind of take away their ability to, like, MacGyver shit out. You know what I mean? Like, if you grow up with, like, not a lot of money or whatever, and you say, Mom, can I have this toy? And she says, sorry, I literally cannot swing it. You'll figure out a way to get some type of toy. Because you're a kid and you like playing. Right? When I was 12, all I was worried about was if I had enough colored pencils. When I was 12, I was still thriving playing Moshi Monsters, probably. I had the opposite, where I would feel terrible for asking for anyone. I had a vague awareness of money and just did what I did. That's what I mean. Like, it's not... There aren't many perks to growing up with little money. Not at all. Not trying to glamorize that. But I think something very good comes from figuring out how to get something you want without needing someone else to get it for you. If that makes sense. Like, it's a pretty good skill to have. Because I feel like some people, they get to, like, 18 or 19, they go to uni and they realize they don't have all the money in the world anymore because they're paying a very hefty tuition. And they're just like, ugh, I really want this thing, I can't get it. And it's just devastating to them. And they just can't do anything about it. I've met people like that. They're kind of insufferable. Indeed, I don't like asking for things. Yeah. On a completely unrelated note, it gay night. It is gay night, indeed. I finished the armory. Yay! Hold on, let me go check out the armory. Got a 9 to 5. I mean, it's not like we are particularly poor, but I still worked my ass off. Girl, you work a lot. Still am, but that's another convo. So I could get my PC. No, you worked a lot for that PC, and you deserved it. Like, your parents did not sit you down and go, happy birthday, here's a very expensive PC. That did not happen. Like, you went to work. You did not get paid enough. Like, that is, like, to be clear, absolutely not what I'm talking about. I'm still searching for an elite job. Girl, me too. My dad gave me an idea to start searching for jobs at, radio stations recently. And I think I might do that. My mom always found a way to keep me happy, but I just felt immense guilt about it. No, I feel you. My parents were similar. I feel like my family, we had enough money to pay for all our bills. And, like, I don't really know too much about my parents' financial situation when I was very young. I'll be honest. They never talked about this shit with us. But we had enough, like, money to pay for our bills, but we did not have enough money to, like, I went to school with some very rich people. Because I was lucky enough to go to private school, right? I went to school with some very wealthy kids. And, like, if we were at the mall and I was just like, Mom, can you give me 100 reais? She'd be like, honey, I'm so sorry, you get 20. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine. And then it was like, do I want to go to the cinema or do I want to have lunch? And I had to pick because my friends would always be like, let's go to the cinema, let's have lunch. Do you guys want to go to another mall? We'll split the Uber. And I'd be like, can't, sorry, you know? Are we all learning how we became like this? Yes. My mom was very good at, like, Christmas. She would make sure all our presents were the same amount. Oh, that's very good. And same price, so no one would be jealous because kids wouldn't understand that I may have one present for a tenner, but my sister has two for a $5. They would only see I have one, she has two. That's true. That's good. That's very good. My parents always let us pick. Ooh, Radio CC? Yeah! Because I could put streaming as, like, work experience, I guess. Nice link, yeah. Poor enough to struggle, rich enough to not need help was always our thing. Yeah, yeah. No, we can't afford a lot of food. Yes, we have a house and shit. Yeah, exactly. I think Brazil was in a very good economic state when I was very, very young. And then when I became a teenager, shit, like, economically for the country went downhill. I don't know what to do next. Dungeons. When I was a teenager, we were always like, how do I explain? I don't know. They aren't even built. CC. Oh, fair enough. CC so real. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta get back to work. Bye bye, Beanie. Stay strong, my friend. Stay strong. When I was born, literally the whole country went into debt. Yeah, no, literally. We had, like, very good economy, like, when my family was in China, and that was very good. And my parents, like, were able to save a lot of money, which was very good. So both my parents grew up very, very poor. And then when I was about, like, 13, shit kind of hit the fan. It was not very good for Brazil, and it's kept going downhill, which is why we're very privileged to be in the UK right now. Even if the UK is going downhill, Brazil is way further down the hill than the UK is. How was China? For me, it was, when I was a kid, I liked it a lot. 07, I'm gonna go bark at my coworkers. Yes, go bark. I was going to say something, but it escaped my brain. Unfortunately, I know the feeling. China was fun. When I was a kid, I went there when I was like 2, came back when I was almost 7, I think. And when I was a kid there, my mom said that I really struggled with school, which I you know, at this point, I guess is the story of my fucking life. So, like, I went to the same school my sister was going to, which was a school both my parents liked. It was a bigger school, and I just cried in the corner every day. I was like 2, right? I just cried in the corner every day. Couldn't even tell you why. I don't remember any of this. And so my mom, they kicked me out, I think. My mom tells it like we chose to leave, but I do recall being politely asked to leave. And then she put me in another school, ironically, a British school. And I remember I made a friend there, so less crying. And then I remember very little. I was very, very young. I remember this one friend. We were very good friends. My parents had a lot of friends. We lived in essentially my parents didn't actually want to go to China, but they really needed my dad to go because he had a very specific job. He still does. They really needed him to go because there was literally no one else that could have gone. And so he kept asking for things to get them to stop asking him to go, and they kept agreeing. And then at a certain point he was just like, well, we gotta go now. One of the things he asked for was paid for private school, which we got, so we weren't paying for that. And I think he made the company pay for our rent. I'm pretty sure that was a thing, or like pay for like part of the rent. So he had we lived in like a nice place. Much more than that, I don't remember. And then the second time we went to China, very different. Didn't like it that time. I was a teenager then. This was after the economy went to shit. In that scenario, yeah, very different scenario. We were not balling. Again, very grateful for like all the things we did have, but it was kind of like the social anxiety was social anxietying, right? So they put me in a different country, they put me in a different school. I don't think I've ever actually fucking talked about this school on stream. I just fucking hated it. This is the start of me locking myself in the bathroom to avoid school, by the way. If I had a nickel for every time we went from talking about drugs to our childhood, I'd have 2 nickels. They somehow connect. I'm so fucking handy. I fixed my desk with a fucking paperclip. Hey, nice! Have I ever talked about how they tried to teach me English? I don't think you have. No, I don't think I know much of your lore. I know, like, facts and little tidbits, but I don't think I know much of stories. But yeah, they put me in this new school. My sister was already there. She was very popular. We have different yet similar lives. This is fun. Yes. Indeed. My sister was very popular in the school. My sister's an extrovert and very chatty and pretty. And then I got there. My anime watching ass. And this was like very much kind of like an American high school, like the ones you see in movies. I went from, my school in Brazil was very small, like very, very, very small, right? Not turtle school small, but very small nonetheless. Why is it lagging so much? I don't know. I don't know either. It's lagging for me as well, Turtle. It's just, it's doing the thing it does sometimes. Is it me? I don't think it is. Oh well. I don't know. Sometimes this happens, Turtle. I'm so sorry. I still don't know how to fix it. Though it's probably my bad. So, sorry. But yeah. Popular sister. Nerdy me. I get there. And like my sister introduces me to a bunch of people who are, for their, for their credit, very excited to meet me. And they realize I'm very, very shy. And I cannot speak to people. And I remember please let me know if I've actually told the story, because I don't remember. But I remember I was doing the most advanced Spanish class that they had, because I had been learning Spanish for like 12 years in Brazil. It's a mandatory class you have to take. And so they didn't really know where to put me for like foreign languages. And so they put me in the most advanced Spanish class. I was with the 10th graders. I think I was an 8th grader. And there was this girl who fucking hated my sister because her ex-boyfriend broke up with her to ask my sister out, and my sister said no. And so this girl fucking hated my sister. And she was, American born, but Mexican. Like, her parents were from Mexico. Damn advantage queen, literally. Her parents were from Mexico, so she was like the person in the class that like knew the most amount of Spanish. And then I got there and I knew more Spanish than she did. And so the teacher would ask like, guys, how do you say this in Spanish? And no one would raise their hand, and then the teacher would look at me, because the teacher was very nice. He was trying to include me in things. He'd be like, Cici, how do you say this in Spanish? And I'd say it because it would be the same word as Portuguese. Literally the same word. And this girl would go, like, smack her teeth loudly. And at first I didn't quite get what she was doing. I was just like, oh, is she okay? And then once she got to class before me, and she was like popular, and she like had her friends. Now you lagging about your name, literally. I was about to talk to myself. Oh, hold on, let me read Alex's message. Basically, during school, they would bring me into a room. Oh my god, yes, they did this to me too. And on the shitty old computer would be like a picture of a room. The only room I remember them trying to teach me is kitchen. And like I would have to say what each thing was. They pointed at it. I didn't understand what a drawer in a cupboard, but I got what was cake. Nice. They used to do that in this school I'm talking about in China. They did that as well, but because it was an international school in China, they had a lot of students that couldn't speak English very well. So they had full classes for this. So you'd stay at the school, like during your lunch period, you had class. And it fucking sucked. And I had to do an exam. And it logged that I misspelled a lot of things. But then they like talked to me, and my English was the same as it is now. So they were just like, we're not gonna put you in this class. Just like pay attention to your spelling. And I was just like, great. Little did I know, dyslexia. But yeah, they did that too. It's like not a very good way to teach someone a language. I don't know. Good work, Alex. I'm also 100% sure I didn't learn a thing. I only learned from picking up things from people on TV. Yeah, the best way to learn a language is to just actually interact with the world around you in that language. Like if you're in an English-speaking school and you're trying to learn English, you're gonna learn it naturally from just existing in the school. But it's not gonna be super easy, especially if you have classes. I've been tempted to watch shit in another language and just guess. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's working. It is. You feel really dumb for a long time, and then like a year or two later, you're catching a lot of the stuff. Nothing ever has dubbing in Slovak. It was always Czech, so I feel like I can just understand Czech people. Fair. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? All right, the girl. One day, her and her friend were already in the Spanish class when I got there. And the only seat available was next to her. So I go up to her, and I'm very polite. And I ask her, can I sit here? And she goes, no. And so I think, oh, she's saving it for her other friend. No, she made me sit on a beanbag chair. And the teacher, like, got into the classroom and was just, like, looked at me. And, like, people weren't supposed to sit on the beanbag chair during class. But he looked at me, and he kind of looked around, and I looked at him, and I probably looked like I was about to cry. So he didn't say anything. He just let me sit on the fucking beanbag chair. Because he didn't care. I wasn't learning anything I didn't already know in that class anyway. He was still teaching people, like, voy a hacer. Like, just verb conjugation. Couldn't think of anything else in Spanish to say, by the way. But yeah, we love the teacher. The teachers in this school was very nice. But, like, some of the people weren't. And some of the people were very nice as well. I remember there was this really nice girl who was very friendly to me, but then on Christmas she moved away. So I was there for like 3 months, I think, and then my parents decided, I essentially started locking myself in the bathroom, refusing to go. And so my parents were just like, we'd rather you be somewhere else than not going to school, so back to Brazil you go. Got shipped back. And then they put me in a different school in Brazil and I did the same thing. And that's how I got my first therapist. Oh, no, not the first. The first for multiple times in a week. Yeah, so as a kid, I didn't know there was an animal called a cheetah. So when, like, a kid said he was a cheetah, I thought he was a cheater, and I was just extremely confused. Well, in the English accent, it sounds like that, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna relog. Okay, good luck. Good luck, sir. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That was my finger. Ooh, that was the other finger. But yeah. What other traumatic stories do I want to tell from my childhood? School's never been too kind to me, I'll be honest. My mom never thought I'd do well in school. Main reason she gives me is how I didn't want to read till I was 6, and I excelled in it, and how school wouldn't have liked that and made me do more reading and shit. Because I was stubborn, I wouldn't have wanted to read. No, damn, not the cracking. Literally didn't do it on purpose the first time. No, but that's true. Your mom isn't wrong about that. It is very much like, if you don't go to a school that's willing to deal with every student individually as opposed to in a group, you're not really getting away with being any sort of different, which everyone is, right? I'm now quite skilled literacy-wise. You are. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, Moth, but I feel like this is how I was anyway. I was definitely the type of kid where if someone said, like, you have to do this homework, and I already knew the subject, I would be like, why am I going to waste my time doing homework? I know what it's teaching me. And then the teacher would be like, no, you have to do it anyway. I'd be like, why? And they'd be like, you just have to. If someone couldn't give me a reason to do something, I would have been like, no, not doing it. Just not gonna happen, sorry. Right? So like, once they, in my school in Brazil, they didn't want people to wear hoodies that weren't the school uniform. And I was just like, I understand that rule, my school uniform hoodie is washing. And they were just like, no, you can't wear a hoodie today then. And I was just like, it's raining and cold, I'm not taking it off. And the teacher was just like, but I'm telling you to. And I'm like, I'm telling you I'm not doing it, yay. I was kind of an asshole. I like to learn, fair. I do think the thing about like schools though is sometimes if you don't learn, there are definitely teachers that are very impatient. Very, very impatient. I don't think I ever dealt with a teacher like that with me. There was one teacher that was very impatient in my school. I was lucky. I was very good at their subject. The subject was writing, by the way, which is a real subject in Brazil. We don't only have grammar class, we have writing classes. Luckily she liked me, but she was very much like, if you couldn't understand the concept for an assignment she was putting down, she would just be like, ask one of your friends, I'm not explaining it again. Which is kind of a douche move in my opinion. I'm really contemplating just ignoring everyone in school this year because I'm trying to go well in school and also study for the final exam. I hope you remember what I'm talking about. I do. And then I would implode. I mean, I think it's understandable to like sacrifice a bit of socializing time to focus on studies. Don't isolate yourself though. Studying and like putting all that effort into this is going to be much harder if you have no one you can relate to that you can actually hang out with. But I mean, you know what you're doing, Turtle. So. I hate impatient teachers, especially when they're fucking wrong. Yeah, a lot of teachers are just wrong sometimes, but they don't want to admit it because they're in like a position of authority. When they told us at the event we couldn't write patients' info on paper because confidentiality bullshit, we just fully ignored it because it was bullshit. Yeah, that's what I mean. No ignoring, I mean ignoring the teachers. Oh! Interesting. I don't know your teachers. If you think that's a good idea, then... Are they that bad? If someone tells me not to do something when I know what I'm doing is right, I do what I'm gonna do, suck my dick. Exactly. That's what I mean. This is what I mean about, like, English schools being sort of like how the Fae are in The Cruel Prince. They will confidently tell you off for doing something you know is right, even for doing something they told you to do, if a person in authority doesn't like it. And you will get a lot of shit for it. And it makes no sense. CC school is literally the most boring thing that exists in this world. Fair. Especially for things I don't like. Fair. No, I feel you. I mean, if you can study without, like, paying attention to them, good for you, honestly. Like, religion class? No, okay, fair. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't know why we have in 12th grade. I don't know how we have it in any grade. But yeah, in that regard, Vic, your mom is very right. Because, like, let's say... I don't know. Yeah, it is tough. I think teachers are, like, some of the best and worst people in the world. My mom's a teacher. She's a great teacher. Sometimes she kind of sucks. Because, like... It's a position where you have to have authority, like you, in the sense that you have to be able to tell a kid, if you don't stop doing this, I'm calling your mom. And they have to listen in some regard, but also there are definitely loads of people who just take it too far. Maybe it was the unknown autism, probably was. I'll be honest. From my mom's like, from what my mom tells me, again, mom's a teacher. UK public schools are not autism friendly at all. Like, not even a little bit. And it's wild. Like, I've been trying to be kind to the teacher this whole time, but the bitch has been bad grading me for 2 years in a row. So if she thinks I'm rude, I'm gonna be really rude. Fair enough. Don't get in trouble, though. I'm pretty sure I still had to do RE lessons, even though I wasn't doing it as GCSE. What fucking why? Which is a ridiculous waste of my time in year 11. It is. Like, that's what I mean. A lot of things are just kind of like, nothing is personalized, right? Everything is sort of like, What is the most okay scenario to give to 300 very different kids? It's this, but then it doesn't actually work properly for any of them. It just works vaguely okay for everyone. And then for some people, it works really poorly. It doesn't work at all. And it, like, is damaging to the kid, right? I don't know. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Oh well. But yeah, homeschooling! To be fair though, I don't know how much I'd recommend homeschooling either. Homeschooling has its own set of problems. Honestly, I don't think there is more than 5 school systems that are autism friendly, at least a bit. I know in Brazil, the school I went to in Brazil, again, not a fair comparison because it was a private school. The school I went to in Brazil was specifically, my mom chose it because it was like, disability friendly, and I mean that in every sense. Like they had a lot of accessibility things for people who had like, I don't know what the word is in English, but for people who used wheelchairs or had to, you know, move in a different way. They were very accessible in that sense. They were very accessible. All the teachers had to take a course for dealing with ADHD, dyslexia, and autism, which a lot of the kids in the school had. Like, a lot of kids were dyslexic in my school. Ironic that they didn't catch me. But, like, I went to a really nice school, but yeah, private school. Yeah, private school, sure. Yeah, public schools in Brazil, absolutely no. Absolutely not. I was very, very alone. Yeah, me too, Moth. Me too. Oh, I have something to say about RE. Go on. My school had these RE days, so instead of wasting time, they would have a random day, learn RE. What's RE? I thought it was one thing, but I think I'm wrong. When in reality, it was just some random shit that's alright sometimes. Nice. MG going to college and uni and seeing everything put in place to make people with mental health issues feel better just makes me so mad at secondary. Literally, because in my university, we have a counselor, a free counselor that you can go to before you pick your classes, and they will just talk to you about the teachers, about the classes, the actual like material you'll be doing. In my uni, if I don't want to do a presentation, I can literally tell the teacher and they let you record it, which is what I did last time, mostly because I was in Brazil, but still, like, none of my teachers, like, if the teacher needs you to do something presentation-ish, they're giving you 6 months in advance and the option to record it instead. And that's, like, dude, like, so far, uni has been so accommodating that I'm like, how do you not, like, how do secondary schools, how can they not do this? Just some simple things they could have done to make me not want to off myself, literally. My best friends were weird. One of them was the friend who injured me every goddamn week, yeah. While I was homeschooled, I think my only friend was Ali until I started streaming. But yeah. Homeschooling is it's one of those things that, like, a lot of things have to be done on purpose, right? By the parents and by the kid, whether they kind of like it or not. And it works for some people, it doesn't work for others, and it's fine. But, like, yeah. There are injuries I haven't even yapped about. Oh, wow. The ones you have yapped about are something already. But yeah. I think the thing about homeschooling is if you don't have someone you can actually ask questions to, like if you don't have a teacher you can ask questions to, if you're kind of doing self-study, you end up feeling really dumb a lot of the time. And it's like, I don't know, getting older and realizing like, oh, I was 16 trying to learn math without a teacher. Like I was trying to teach myself something I don't know. Like I didn't realize how silly, not silly, but how there's a whole faculty in a school for that, dedicated to that specific purpose. I didn't have any help. Like, to be clear, I didn't learn math. Like, I did not succeed. But it makes sense that I didn't succeed. It wasn't just because I was dumb, you know? I had a really weird friend in secondary that forced me to marry them, and then burnt the papers, and they were ginger. What is that, Beanie? I was like, they burnt the papers. Arsonist? Damn. Wheel thrown at my knee. Legs and back hit with a weird thick stick. Rocks thrown at me. Oh, I remember that one. Various saws. Saws. Because trust children with the sharp things. Clay balls thrown at me. I had a lot thrown at me. Yeah, which sucks. I hope they're having a terrible day. I thought you were talking about that other really terrible person you know in secondary school. And I was just like, oh, you married them. Oh, they were ginger too? Is it Beanie Ginger? I threw back. Good. It's really hot in my room right now. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda wanna open a window. But I'm not gonna. But yeah. School's weird. No, it's just Beanie. Fair enough. I cannot escape. No, sadly no. The papers have been burnt. I hit them with sticks as well and maybe pushed one of them into a lake via boat. We were all the issue. Yeah. I think that's the thing with like kids when kids start being like violent with each other is normally the others will react in the same way and then you have a bunch of very violent 11-year-olds. I've been tracked for like 8 years. Damn, that's the same amount of time I've been in England. We were violent instantly without each other. Never mind then. Maybe you were all just violent kids and then you just put you all together and then it was just more violence. It's gravy, did you say it costs a penny or two? Help me, this is a cry for help. Well, don't worry, 4 weeks. 4 weeks and we're all trapped. And it's a good old-fashioned landslide. Come lift your hands tight. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Gray wave for me again, hon. Gray like in this gray, why don't you tell 'em? Gray bill won't stand for fair ones. No clue what I was gonna say. Yep, can't remember. What is that lever for, Babs? Just a lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. Pull the lever. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I see. But what does... Oh, I see. Secret passage. I see. Very cool. I also don't understand what's the point of having so much homework. Like, homework to an extent, like, I kind of get it. Like, it's easier to learn if you're being reminded of what you're learning constantly. But when you have 6 hours of homework, something's gone wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Not studying, homework. Like beyond studying time, beyond all that, just homework. 6 hours? Absolutely not. I don't think I ever did homework. I was not a very helpful student. I would also falsify my mother's signatures, because when you didn't do homework in my school, they sent you home with a little slip that you had to have your parents sign. And I learned how to sign my mom's name. I would essentially commit a felony. I haven't done any homework unless I'm interested since 2021. Fair enough. But you do a lot of studying, so that's good. But that's what I mean, like homework, not studying, homework. 6 hours per class? No. Not happening. Goody two shoes, I did everything. Good for you, Alex. I have vivid memories of making a boat via absolute bullshit, somehow digging a pit with fuck-ass shovels, making bridges and spikes, my friends asking if I'd sleep with them, the same conversation of I like girls. Oh, I think you told me about that. Yeah, it still is disgusted, which is impressive. Injury number 700, getting frostbite, collecting bullets from the farm. Okay. Grouping up to discuss cryptids, that's the most normal thing here. Who we think is a pervert, and if Santa Claus is a home invader, he is. All that jazz. Jesus Christ. What other concerning things? did I do as a child? Well, I don't think I ever found bullets. Jesus. When you're told to revise words for a spelling test, and then during the test you have a brain fog and then got 11 out of 15, and then you get a detention for not doing your homework? That's fucking ridiculous. I do studying for after school tutoring, which I've been studying my ass off since 2021, but school, never. In Brazil, it's not a Brazilian thing. I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese system that the Brazilians evoked, because there's a lot of Japanese people in Brazil. But in Brazil, we had Kumon, which is essentially like an after-school study. And so many kids did it, and my mom wanted to put me in it once, and I literally told her I wouldn't do it. I was very lucky my grades were decent. They weren't great by any means, but they were decent enough so that my parents weren't too worried. We were weirdly inventive children. This is what I mean. Like, you can't give kids everything because they lose that creativity to build boats. Oh, that's a nice tree. Let's create support for Treehouse. Honestly, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Making bolt via bullshit also kind of sounds fun. Digging a pit. Careful, don't fall in. Making bridges and spikes. Spikes, okay. We create flotation with scaffolding and it worked. Good skill to know. If you ever get lost at sea, you know what to do. I made the bridges and spikes because we were just weird. Yeah. Okay, just hit. Okay, just... Not even killing the chicken, you're just hitting them. Okay. Sure. I realize my mouse is just on the crosshair. So it looks like I'm clicking on the chickens. I don't know what... I wrote a book when I was in middle school. It wasn't good. That's all I got. After one of the boys who was actually nice to me taught me how to whittle sticks. Oh! Were they whittle sticks or were they big sticks? Sorry. Anyway. That's fun. Okay. The poor chicken. Didn't do anything. Didn't even want to exist. Road? I'm sorry. Let me out. What the fuck? Becca, you walked right past it. When did he do that? You know, a great question. Don't worry about that. Not worried. That's a butt plug. Okay. Not worried. More just curious? I'm blind, okay? Wow. It's massive. Maybe this is why this is... Oh, it is so cool. They have their own space now. I cannot believe I laughed at that. I got you. The gas are living good? The gas are living good. If you wanted to know why I needed your lapis... Oh, right. Where are you? You're insane? Literally, yes. Balls. Stealing more lapis. Hold on, I've possessed everyone except for Road. I'll go possess Road. Ba-ba. Ba-ba boom boom. Nope, that's true. Having fun? Yes. What, can you stay still? I want to possess you. Why not red? You have a shit ton of poppies. We do have a shit ton of poppies, that's true. Now I'm looking at some creepy ad. Oh, don't do that. Are you gonna do the rainbow? Is this gonna be a rainbow? Yes, sir. Cool. Coolio. That's gonna be a lot of glass. Where are you getting all this glass? What beach are you destroying? Desert? Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. Oh, chat, it's 8 p.m. I gotta go. Hold on, let me put myself on the ground. Why? Dinner. I got din. We're having burgers. We have milk. I actually bought some milk yesterday. For whatever reason, my Instagram, I'm on milk Instagram. I keep getting Instagram reels of people putting milk in places it shouldn't be. And by that I mean their shoes. Their parent didn't want to screenshot their parents' shoes. I don't understand it. I beg your pardon. Yep. That's where I got the humilkifier that I sent Road. Instagram milk? Yep. I don't understand it either. Frankly, I'm pretty disgusted. But yeah, please, Papa. I'll be back for game night later. I'll probably be back way later. Milkstagram. Yeah, it's as gross as you think it is. Didn't exactly choose to be there. Why must you curse me with your milk? Hey, if I have to suffer, you gotta suffer too, my guy. Gotta post to my mom. But yeah. Chat, I've been thinking. Do we remember the comic streams? They were a very long time ago. Alex, you were not here for them. But do we recall them? Got stuck in the face. Vaguely, yeah. It was about 2 years ago now. Would we like them to come back? I have the iPad now. It wouldn't be the same comic, but I've been thinking about the story. My childhood! Oh yeah, I know that. I want to fit in. We did no work on those ever. No, we didn't even finish the first page. But weren't they fun? I don't actually remember if they were fun. I had fun. The story's changed a lot now. I have a bit of like a set story for it. Mine's in Turtle Beginning? Yeah. I've changed the characters. Mostly because I realized that some of the characters weren't on stream anymore. We can make new characters for the sake of this working. Yeah, I have a couple characters I could suggest. But yeah, I think it would be better instead of having characters based on chat members. Because for those who weren't here, or for those who don't remember, we had chat members create their own characters. What ended up happening was people would just sort of, like, either people would come into stream and be like, ooh, I want to be a character. And then I'd be like, what character do you want to be? And they'd be like, I want to be a pyramid, which is fine. But also, how do I incorporate that into the story? Ending screen? Oh, yes, yes. But then also, by having... Why isn't it doing it? Please. There we go, thank you. Road was a pyramid. I was a pyramid. Yes, you were the pyramid. Don't hate on him. No, the pyramid was fine. I was thinking of another person, that I don't want to mention. That wasn't a pyramid. It was something much more difficult. But yeah, and then having everyone have their own character is a bit difficult as well, because even if I have like a plot going on, sometimes when people come in and say, ooh, and also I'm a wizard who can cast Expelliarmus with my toe, and then that changes the story, it's a bit difficult. He who must not be named Voldemort of stream. Nah, not quite. It's just a character that didn't really work, and I didn't say it specifically the toe. I think I was a dog. Did we have dogs? I was an uncle that didn't really fit into the story, but somehow I wanted to be a part of it. That one person that liked eggs or something. No, not actually that person. Though they were very weird. By that point, they'd been banned. They got banned kind of quickly. Yeah, weird person. I remember the day I banned them. But yeah, chat, I will see you guys not tomorrow but the day after. Maybe for a comic stream. Who knows? If Gay Night is gaying, I'll join later. Have you downloaded the new version? The new version of what? Sorry? Oh, you sent that message before. My apologies. The new version of what new version? What are we talking about? The screen? There's a new version of the screen? You didn't send me a new version. I have received no new version. Extended. This is the extended. Is it not? I believe it was a bit ago. It was, and this is it, I think. No, I do not want to open Word. I'll send VC for an hour. Nice. Why is it zoomed in? I'll fix it. I did download that. I remember that one. I'll fix it by next stream. Don't worry. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.